Hey guys, welcome back to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video for this Monday, June the 29th, where we go over the general community news and anything official out of Infinity Ward. We are now well into Season 4, and of course many of us are still getting our unlocks for the Vector and the Galil, so I hope you guys are enjoying both of those weapons. I have my challenges when it comes to the Vector, but I am enjoying the Galil. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments section which of the two, if any of the two, you enjoy the most. We are now just over 3 weeks since the introduction of Warzone Rumble, and it seems to be a very popular game mode, as it is of course free to play, along with Battle Royale and Plunder. And for the most part, people seem to be enjoying the new game mode. Now, we knew there would be sort of a 50v50 type game style at some point, but this might have been what they had in mind all along. So I'd have to say that for the free-to-play community, this has been a nice addition, as it kind of gives them a sense of what multiplayer is like, and perhaps is part of the PR by Infinity Ward to get people to perhaps buy the multiplayer game version. But you guys will have to let me know what you think about Rumble. I kind of like it my own self, especially since I had to get some unlocks for one of the missions, the ophthalmologist one, where you had to get, 50 headshots from a variable scope. So that made things very interesting. But nonetheless, Warzone Rumble seems to be quite popular within the free-to-play community and maybe even among multiplayers themselves. The biggest news in the community right now over the weekend and into this week was, of course, the recently leaked information concerning the next title for Call of Duty. Exclusive Ace did send out a tweet. I saw it during the day just after he had released it, and then I just went ahead and saved that because I was going to watch the video later. But when I went to watch it later, it had been set to private. Now, according to Exclusive Ace, he had gotten the information from an inside source, apparently from a testing QA individual, which in a way is kind of interesting, but at the same time kind of disappointing, because I myself do a lot of QA and NDA type testing, alphas and so forth. And typically you do want to kind of comply with the companies and not release information early, despite the fact that you might be excited about the game or knowing that the community will be excited about the game. But nonetheless, guys, this is why sometimes these companies are very reluctant to allow testing or early access, because of these particular reasons. I'd like to just mention here that I'm not trying to call out Exclusive Ace specifically on this, but nonetheless, we do have to be very careful as creators, especially in the climate that we're currently in, with cancel culture being rampant and even making its way into the gaming community. But nonetheless, some of the details that he has outlined is very specific and seems to be on point and credible. Now, this is a pretty extensive list. Now, I won't go into those particular specifics, but what I will do is I'll give you a link to Charlie Intel below this video, and you guys can go through the bullet points. A lot of it is very encouraging. I have a feeling that many within the multiplayer community who weren't too happy about Modern Warfare might be a little bit more relieved and looking forward to this newest title, as we see some of the changes that many of them have been asking for in Modern Warfare. But nonetheless, guys, you'll have to let me know how much of it you have heard and how excited you are for what you have heard so far. But nonetheless, it's hard to say what had happened to Exclusive Ace's video. I did see that he did release a video on the Galil, so it looks like his channel, of course, wasn't taken down. I don't know whether or not he would have got DCMA, or whether or not just, I think probably either Activision or Treyarch or somebody reached out to him and just said, hey, you know, we prefer you not give out this information, or something within that information that he might have shown or described. I would not imagine he would show any type of footage whatsoever, because that would be in direct violation of any sort of NDA, and of course would put him in pretty bad standings with the gaming community, Activision, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, whomever he would want to do gaming coverage of. So again, as creators, we have to be very careful what we cover, but what he did mention and what he did go over is very detailed, very specific information. And as I said, I'll link that video for you, or not the video, but I'll link the actual information down for you below this video. Another interesting article out of Charlie Intel revolves around Call of Duty Mobile, which continues to see incredible success for Activision since its October 1st, 2019 launch. The game broke records for the fastest growing mobile title in history, with 150 million downloads in its first month. It's pretty extraordinary. You guys will have to let me know whether or not you guys are playing Call of Duty on mobile or not. Now, for me personally, I try to avoid using my phone except for phone calls and texting. Although on occasions, I do have to use it for Instagram and TikTok because I'm not going to run an emulator on my PC to be able to access those two particular platforms. I just have to go through and just deal with it. But you guys will have to let me know whether or not you're playing Call of Duty on mobile and or if you're doing any kind of gaming on your phone. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap it up for the community news for this Monday, June the 29th. I want to thank all of you guys for your continued participation here on the channel. And as I mentioned earlier, of course, you can follow me on TikTok and Twitter for video shorts. Those links are below this video. If you are following me on BitChute and or DTube, you guys should consider giving me a follow there as well. And if you're here on YouTube, that would be the channel icon you see appearing there right there on the screen to subscribe, along with notifications. That way you guys will have all the latest out of Activision, Infinity Ward, Call of Duty Warzone, and Call of Duty Plunder.